Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. As you can see, I'm wearing the Optimus Prime t-shirt today because I'm going to be doing stages 92 to 96 of the Fanhome release of Build the Michael Bay Optimus Prime.
My name is Optimus Prime.
So, if you recall, we were working on the leg here, and today we are going to continue on the leg, but we're also going to be making the sword as well. We interject in these, how many issues is this? 5 issues to make a sword, which should be quite interesting. Now, I don't know if this is available. You will have to check in the video description there, and there's also a QR code on the screen, but I'm going to jump straight into it. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So, stage 92. I'm guessing we're going to be starting off doing the leg first off. We're going to be doing another wheel here. Now, I think I'm going to need to soak that wheel. I think that's what we did last time. I will have to try and remember that. So we've done one already. We're going to be creating the other one just here. So it's looking just like that. And here you go. Here's stage 92 here. As a matter of fact, I think this was really rigid. So I am going to need to soak this in water to get this rim in here. But as you can see, the rim's actually already been put together for us. But I do need to actually put this into place with some screws. So I do have these silver IP screws here. And I'll screw this in. 4 screws. And now they want me to push this rim into the tyre here. As you can see, it's really hard to get in. So that's why we do need to put this into boiling water. So here you go. Now I do put a cloth just underneath this because I don't want to make my mat ripple, and I'll just drop that in there. It's quite a thin tyre, so it's going to probably take about 30 seconds to get it to the temperature I need it at. Now for these smaller tyres, I tend to find using this as like a spoon or a tyre spoon that you used to have on bicycles helps to get this around as well. So just a case of putting this in. Matter of fact, this one's actually stretching quite well, so I'm not even going to need to use that spoon method either, because look how quick that went in. I'll just dry it off, and there you go. So we've got 2 sides of this. In this flat side here, you see we've got 4 holes. We're just going to be putting the hub in here, just like that. And then we get to put this over the top, which does have grooves in it, so line those grooves up with the tyre, so then that can fit flush on there, just like that. And that's all there is to do in that stage. That means we've got 2 of these tyres now. In stage 93, here are the instructions. And as you can see, we're going to do the left leg. Lots of little details here and some screws. We're going to be building onto this. So that's looking like this. There is lots of little parts in this one. And the first part I need looks like this. I'm going to be putting a bracket just in here. This is what the bracket looks like. Now that's going to be going through the hole there. So when this goes through this side, it's coming out the other side there. And to hold that in, I'm using MP screws. And these are flange screws here. And I need 2 of these. Perfect. Then at the bottom, got a hook to put on, which is going to be going into this section just there like that. That's how it's facing. And I'm going to be putting a screw through this side, which is a QP screw. Big long one, this one. So I want to make sure that these holes line up so I can get that screw through there. And then screw this in. Perfect. So that's how that's looking. Bring over the leg, and I'm interested in this point just here, because this is going to be going on here just like that. It's held in with a HM screw, but we do need one of these split washers, which I've got here. And the HM screw, once again, is a larger flange screw. Now, I've always called these things split washers. I think they're called lock washers. I don't know. I've got my own name for everything. So that's in place just on there at the moment. It's still able to have some movement, as you can see. Then I've got this detail here, which has got 3 tabs on, which are going to go into the 3 tabs just here. So push them all in. And then when that's in, I can just put that to one side, because I'm now going to be building onto these 3 sections here. First thing I want to do is put this detail just into the hole. So there you go, that's in there. Then I'm going to be taking this detail. That's going to go into the top there, and it's held in from the other side with an MP screw. That's good. As you see, that's still able to move. Now this is going to press into these 2 points on the leg, so I'm just going to line that up and push them in. Make sure they're both in, seated there. That shouldn't move. The only thing that should be moving on here is that part there. And then the last detail is shaped. You can see the shape that that's going to go in. This is just going to go into here. So again, line up the lugs. It should give a clean section there, so you shouldn't be able to have any gaps, but that is all there is to do in that stage. So, stage 94. Here's the magazine. And this time we are going to be doing the battle sword, or we're starting the battle sword. So, quite a simple section. We're just pushing 2 parts together by the look of it. So this is going to be a very quick stage. So, 2 sections here. This is what this looks like. You've got a little symbol on there on both sides. I'm going to be putting it this way round onto this section. It's just going to go over all the lugs that we've got on the top and the bottom there. So it's fitting flat in there. And then I'm just going to close that off by putting this section on here. Now, they're saying that we don't need to glue this. So it should just clip into place. So I'm going to start with the handle and then line everything up as I go down this sword, clipping everything in. And there you go. That looks pretty good, and as you saw, pretty easy as well. Now I'm guessing we're probably going to add some stuff to this. Don't know about these gaps here. Are we going to be adding something to this? Who knows? We'll find that out later, but that's all there is to do in that stage. But for the last 2 stages, we are going back to the leg. So here's the instructions. And we've got just this top joint here. Looks like we've got some sort of O-ring as well, which we're going to be putting into place and putting this on here. It's a silicone washer. That's what we're putting in. Now, these parts here, as you can probably tell, are metal. And then on this leg section, this is just going to be fitting into here like this. So on the top camera, you can see how that's going to go in. It's held in with these 2 screws here, GM screws. So get these in nice and tight. And because I'm going into metal, that's why I'm going really tight. And then we're going to be closing that off by putting this side on. Let's just lift that up so I can get this on. And I'm going to be putting BM screws in. So one from this side, one from the other side. So one here. Turn it over. And one just down the bottom here. All that's left to do then is take this silicone washer and push this around this section just here. Just like that. Now I would say that's all there is to do in that stage, but I did notice in the pictures they've already attached these wheels. I don't know if I should have done that. They didn't actually tell me. And I just noticed on this wheel here, look, I've got the hub in the wrong hole. So what I'm going to do is just poke the lugs here to get that out of there and put that in the right hole, because I need this ball joint to actually get these in, and these just clip into here. So one here and one at the top. I can't remember it asking us to add that, but there you go, I've added those in. But that's all there is to do in that stage. And then finally, the last stage, this magazine, stage 96. Continuing on with the leg, we've got just this little section here with some O-rings, which I'm just going to be putting here. And that means we're going to be putting this just on where we put this silicone ring on. So one side will be going on here. The other side's going to go on top, just like that. I'm holding that together with these BM screws. That's nice and tight. And then I've got 2 O-rings here. You can see the indents that these O-rings are going to sit on. So I need to put this one in at the top first. Like that. And then the next one down here. And with that done, that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. So it's certainly coming along, isn't it, this last leg? But we've got one more arm to do. Once the arm's done, I'm guessing that's Optimus Prime completed. So All good. I hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.